Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today for your yoga practice. You are so very welcome. So, this class will be a gentle practice to reset and release. So, let's get started. We'll start lying down. You can go ahead and make yourself comfortable lying on your back with your legs fully extended if that feels good. Or you might prefer to keep a bend in your knees, walk your feet away from each other and let your knees just gently knock together. And then if it feels good, close down your eyes or simply relax your gaze. Taking a few moments here to consciously arrive onto your mat today, bringing your awareness into the here and now, feeling your back body release and soften into the support of the earth beneath you. Relax your eyes. Release your jaw. Letting go here. Beginning with some counted breathwork to really soothe the nervous system. For this, we'll be inhaling to the count of 4 and then exhaling slowly to the count of 7. In and out through the nose. Let's begin together. We'll do 5 rounds. So inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhale slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Allowing your breath to return to normal. And we'll start to gently move. So just slowly bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Recline child's pose. You can choose stillness, or maybe you gently rock a little bit side to side, releasing your lower back into the floor beneath you. 2 deep belly breaths here, relaxing your jaw. Beautiful. Plant your right foot into your mat and then reach your left leg up to the sky. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh, stretching into the back of your left leg here. As you inhale, point your left toes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, flex your left toes down towards you. Inhale, point your toes up. Exhale, toes pointing towards you. Once more, inhale here. And exhale. And then cross your left ankle over your right knee, reclined figure four. You can keep your right foot on the ground, or perhaps it feels good to pick the right foot up and interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Breathing deep here into your left hip now. Two more breaths here in reclined pigeon. Beautiful. If it's not there already, bring your right foot back to the mat. Plant your left foot into your mat and reach the right leg up to the sky. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. You can always have a bend through your right knee here as well if it feels best for your body. As you inhale, point your right toes up towards the sky. Exhale, right toes towards you. Inhale, point the right toes up. Exhale, point your toes towards you. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, reclined figure four. You can keep your left foot on the mat, or maybe you pick your left foot up and interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Choose whichever option feels most nourishing to you. Pausing on this side for 3 deep breaths. Breathing into your right hip, the muscles of your right glute. Beautiful. Bring your left foot back down to the mat. We had it lifted, and then we'll bring both knees into the chest and take your time, whatever way works for you, to make your way up to seated. You might like to roll off to the side and use your hands to lift up, or maybe you gently rock up. And we'll meet in a seated cross-legged position. You're welcome to sit up on cushions here or bolster or blocks if you'd like. Rest your hands on your knees. And we'll practice another type of breath work here called the physiological sigh. This is another amazing breath practice to really soothe and calm the nervous system. So what it involves is just a double inhale through the nose and then an extended gentle sigh out through the mouth. So it would look like this. Let's do that for 5 rounds. You can go at your own pace. So double inhale, gentle sigh, and then keep going 4 more rounds. Once you're finished your last round, just allow your breath to return to normal. Stretching into the neck now, so we'll allow the left ear to just gently drop over towards your left shoulder, feeling a stretch into the right side of your neck. Soften your shoulders down your back. You can keep the right hand on your knee, or maybe reach the right arm down beside you, bringing your right fingertips to the floor. Relax your face, soften your jaw. 2 more deep breaths here, breathing into the right side of your neck. Bring your right hand back to your knee. Roll your chin through center and over to the other side. So now the right ear gently drops down towards your right shoulder. Both shoulders relax down your back. You can keep your left hand on your knee, or maybe you bring the left fingertips down beside you. Notice how this changes the sensation of the stretch, perhaps bringing it down along your left arm. Relax the muscles of your face as you take 2 more deep breaths here. Bring your left hand back to your knee if it's not there already. Roll the chin through center, and then you can lift your head back up. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left fingertips back behind you on the ground to act as a kickstand. Twist from your belly, gazing off to the side or perhaps over your left shoulder. Two more deep breaths in your spinal twist here. Inhale, back to center, reach the arms up. Other side, left hand to the right knee, right arm back behind you. Twisting from your abdomen, gazing off to the side or if it feels good for your neck, perhaps over your right shoulder. Twisting with a straight spine as you breathe deep for 2 more rounds. Inhale, come back to center, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down beside you. And then we'll bring the hands onto the knees. And we're going to take seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, think of reaching the chest forward, reaching the arms back behind you. Maybe you look up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, reverse it. So roll backwards onto your tailbone, rounding the back. Bring your chin to your chest as you straighten through your arms. 2 more. Inhale, reach the heart space forward. Maybe you look up. Exhale, roll onto your tailbone, chin to your chest. Inhale, reach the heart space forward, gazing up to the ceiling perhaps. Exhale, roll backwards onto your tailbone, chin to your chest. And then coming to a neutral spine, we'll practice another grounding and soothing type of breath work here called Brahmari breath, humming bee breath. For this, it's just an inhale through your nose and then with your mouth closed, making a humming sound for as long as feels good to you. You can rest your hands on your knees. We'll do 5 rounds of Brahmari breath. You can work at your own pace or at the same pace as me, depending on what feels best for you today. And perhaps you close your eyes here. Inhale. Let's all do one more. Allow your breath to return to normal. Just take a moment here to really dial into the effects of Brahmari breath. Noticing how you feel, perhaps physically, energetically, emotionally. Noticing perhaps the subtle energies within. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're gonna come onto all fours, coming into a tabletop position for puppy pose, Anahatasana. So keep your knees stacked directly below your hips and start to walk your hands really far ahead in front of you. The hands are about shoulder width distance apart or maybe a little bit wider. Then from here, start to reach your chest and forehead towards the mat. Now, if the ground feels really far away, this is really normal. And you can bring maybe a cushion, if you have one, or a block underneath your forehead. Or you could stack the forearms instead and then rest your forehead down on your forearms as you reach your chest towards the floor. Whichever version feels best for you. And we'll be here for 4 deep breaths, opening into the chest and the heart space. Beautiful. Well done. Slowly rise out of that and then gently make your way down to your belly for Sphinx pose. The feet are roughly hips width distance apart or maybe a little wider. Option 1, bring your fists one on top of the other and rest your forehead down on your fists for a nice gentle version of Sphinx. Or maybe you lift your head and chest up a little bit higher. And then you can bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, planting your hands into the mat or maybe interlacing the fingers. Here, perhaps you roll your shoulders down your back and look forward if it feels good for your neck. Opening into the front of the body now, the belly, the chest. Relax your face here. 4 deep breaths in Sphinx pose. Beautiful. Allow your elbows to open out wide. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Push up to your tabletop position. And we'll take a wide-legged child's pose rather. Bring your big toes to touch. Knees go wide. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Reach the arms ahead of you. Or perhaps you prefer to just stack your forearms one on top of the other and rest your forehead on your forearms. Breathing into your hips, your lower back. It can be quite nice here to really push into the hands or the forearms, kind of reaching your hips a little bit more towards your feet. That feels quite nice for my lower back. One more breath here in child's pose. Beautiful. Rise out of your child's pose and then we'll come to lie down. For one more pose before Shavasana, take your time to get there. Let's take reclined butterfly. So bend into your knees and then bring the soles of your feet together and then allow the knees to gently fall out to the side. If this feels like a lot for the inner thighs, you can bring cushions or blocks underneath your thighs to just support the hips and the legs a little bit more and take some of the intensity out of it. You can rest your arms, your hands on your belly, or maybe the arms out to the side. Or perhaps you hold on to opposite elbows over your head. That can be quite nice for the shoulders as well. Breathing deep here into your pelvis, into your hips. I invite you to take 3 releasing deep breaths here. So inhale deeply all the way to the base of your spine. And then exhale, sigh it out through your mouth. Inhale deep. Exhale, sighing it out. Releasing. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Letting go. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and just gently guide your knees back together. Shavasana, final relaxation. So this is a posture of deep rest. You can extend your legs long, or if it feels better for your lower back, you can keep a deep bend in your knees. Plant your feet into the mat. Or you can even roll onto your side instead. Find somewhere that's restful in your body. Inviting you to close down your eyes or simply relax your gaze. Allow yourself to really let go here. releasing all effort. Allow your body to surrender and soften into the support of Mother Earth beneath you. I invite you to stay here for a few more minutes if you have time. Really allowing yourself to simply rest. I'll say goodbye to you here. Thank you so, so much for practicing with me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this practice.